San Jose Beaners?
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the fucking family, dog.
Yeah.
This shit's like Fast and Furious. One way in, one way out.
Right.
You die.
Right.
That's how you're not a beaner anymore.
Right.
You fucking die.
Right.
Welcome to the fam.
Yeah.
Hey,
Blood
son.
oath. Huh?
Blood oath.
Yeah. Make sure you cut your finger and smear it on your forehead when you listen to this.
Because that's how we do it in Beanerville. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun podcast. So slice your hand, put some blood on your face, and listen to the Love and Basketball recap. Before we get into the reason why you're here, because that's the format of the fucking show.
All right, relax.
Somebody right now is listening going, oh, I came here for this movie and they're talking about Love and Basketball. And it's like, God damn it.
All right, they might be new. No reason to get mad at them.
That's the reason.
Okay.
Hey, what's the whole point of this podcast?
Is don't be new.
And know what's going on. No, automatically no. Because that's how we do it here.
Yeah, that's true. I watched Love and Basketball, though. Let's talk about it.
The movie that we did last week.
Yes.
How was it?
It's very good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Omar Epps on that body, right?
Yeah. What was interesting was just how thick his thighs were.
Dude, I'm telling you, you have a weird problem. You have a weird problem with thighs.
His thighs.
Stop talking about dude thighs. Talk about his abs and his shoulders and his biceps.
I couldn't watch the movie. It was all about his thighs for me.
God damn it, son.
What I found interesting was like how well both of the actors played three separate age groups.
Yeah. They played high school well and college well and adult well.
And adult well. Like because I was watching the final basketball scene, like Omar Epps looks like a straight up adult.
A guy, also a weathered NBA player.
Adult. like a guy who's been through some shit.
And I'm talking about a journeyman. I'm talking about a guy who had 3 years with the Pelicans or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like an actual journeyman.
But an hour ago, he was clearly in high school.
Yes.
That's what was the coolest part about this movie.
30 minutes ago, he was at USC.
Yeah. It was just like especially, she sort of looked the same kind of throughout.
Yeah, she's kind of kept it. But
her attitude was different.
Her attitude was different. And also, girls look like that.
Yeah.
Girls look like that. Men get hotter.
Yeah, but men age better for sure.
Yeah. She just looks like that, which is like, yeah, that's about right. That's like the best a girl will do.
Okay.
You hear that, lady beaters?
Okay.
You better fucking capitalize. I'm kidding. You know you're hot. I would fuck all of you. Mom, that means you too.
Oh, hey, weird.
Hey, come on. She's all lady. Hey,
let's go back to just shitting on women.
Okay.
No, but yeah, that was I couldn't. That was the last, like the basketball scene. I was like, damn, this is a good job by the two actors.
How'd you feel of it? Do you think of it as a basketball movie? Now that it's over, you saw it.
Yeah.
Do you think basketball movie or do you think romance movie? Like love story?
This is a romance. I had that feeling of just like, this is a romance.
Yeah.
It's not a basketball movie so much as that there wasn't really that much basketball going on. Not really.
They just let you know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And if you love sports, it's fun because you'd be like, oh, this is what would be happening in their sports life.
Well, actually, let me take that back. There's so much basketball going on, but it's not about
that at all.
It's not about that. It's just the
No, that's what I felt you.
Yeah, the basketball is the setting of
the basketball is literally the setting. It's literally the place.
Yeah,
that's all. Everything else that's happening is what's happening. The basketball is the place.
Yeah. I mean, and I think I said this in the thing during the actual episode. I'm glad it ended all happy, but it didn't need to.
Could have ended like fuck, dude.
Go
back to Spain, bitch.
I feel like, I feel like if they ended it with him winning the one-on-one, that would have been like too much like real life.
Well, it's not a romance movie anymore. Like not like a like a happy rom-com kind. Because that's what they were going for. They wanted a rom-com feeling of like.
Well, there's not really comedy in it.
That's what I'm saying. But they wanted the feeling of you leave going, oh yeah, love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the same feeling that you leave with 50 First Dates or some shit.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do your movie, it's a movie. It's not a romance movie anymore. You see what I'm saying?
It's
like
a
now
drama.
it's just a fucking drama. It's just a drama.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, hey, that's love, man. Sometimes you just straight up miss your window.
Yo, this movie was 2 hours and 7 minutes. If this movie is 2 hours and 5 minutes, it's probably one of the best movies of the fucking. It gets an Oscar nom.
Yeah, I think it's a better movie.
No, if it ends the way you say, it gets an Oscar nom. It changes the whole tone of the movie, and it changes the way people feel when they leave, going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
I watched all of that for that.
Yeah. Oh god.
For him to turn her down after a whole game of 1-on-1.
Yeah.
It got to 4-4.
She misses the layup. She misses the layup.
So, because I have a question, she makes that layup, and your version, like, then what? He's like, fuck.
But that's love. That's love. Sometimes love is missing a lamp when you think you have it.
Bro, it's so funny that she
whipped
chokes.
the lamp.
She
Like,
chokes.
whipped it, yeah.
Because she saw it, you feels like, oh my God. She's like, I can't believe I'm about to beat him.
Yeah, and then she just got in her own head. And then he fucking...
I love it.
Slam on her? That was my favorite part. Like, the first of all, elbowing her out of the way was pretty nuts. And then to just It's like, dude, you already committed the foul. She let you get away with it. She didn't call it.
You know what? You can't.
Yeah.
She can't. You can't call that.
You can't call it.
You can't call that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just can't call that. Not on the street bat, not one-on-one, not on the game point. You can't call it.
No, but yeah, just fucking bam.
Bro, he dunks on her.
Dunks on her. It's nuts. Posterizing her.
You know what else is funny? This is funny to me because I'm realizing you're right. He posterizes LeBron James dunks on this bitch, knowing he was full well gonna marry her.
Yeah.
So that was literally to be like, hey, I want you to know you will never beat me at basketball. No matter how long we're together.
Like, look, a relationship is all about boundaries, so you have to know.
Mine is here. I will never let you win. No. I don't give a fuck if it's to save our kid's life.
Yeah.
I'm beating you.
Yeah. You're going to win. Double or nothing. I'll let you win the double or nothing.
I'll let you win the double or nothing?
Actually, they never played the double or nothing. They just sort of made out.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, I'm a basketball fan. Well, who wins the double or nothing? It's like, my nigga, clearly it wasn't about.
Yeah, clearly she won because they're together at the end.
Well, yeah, and also, no, I mean, the double or nothing was just, I think, more of a metaphor. Like, guys, we got to get off the double or nothing.
Yeah. No. We got to see who wins. What was the score?
Oh, God. I mean, the fact that he let it go 4-4.
Yeah.
Pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Well, he let her score the first three pretty easily.
Yep.
And then he took the brace off, and it was game over.
It was like, oh, yeah, he made it to the NBA.
Yeah.
Bitch, you play in Spain. You can hoop. You can fucking hoop.
But you're not.
He's like a Laker. He's still officially, at this moment, he hadn't retired yet. He is still a Laker.
Oh, he is still a Laker.
He was, at that moment in time, she was playing a fucking Los Angeles Lakers backup.
Right.
You're not scoring if he decides.
Right. Yeah.
What? And you know what's great? Like you said, bro, she's better than everybody. She was better than everybody else that plays basketball.
Except him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was better than when they were kids. She was better, though.
Yeah.
Which is very possible, which I thought was great.
Yeah. I thought that this was like Flight in the sense of like, well, we just did Flight, you know?
I know,
but it was like
Flight this Flight.
In the sense that like the scenes where everyone is talking are really intense and really good. The scene where
good acting, good writing.
The scene where the mom slaps Monica.
Oh yeah, for talking all that shit to her.
Yeah. That shit was powerful.
I thought the mom was right about all that, except she didn't go to games, and I was mad about that.
Yeah, she didn't really explain why she never went to the games.
Yep, you went because she was like, "Oh, it didn't matter to you," and it's like, "Bitch, what? How would you? You didn't even ask me."
Right.
Well, and also, are you crazy? I'm playing back. Why wouldn't it matter? Why would I not want you there?
Why wouldn't it matter?
What are you talking about?
It's just a game. Clearly, it matters to your daughter. You should know that.
You should know this.
You should know that.
You know how dad treats it and my sister treats it? How come you're not on board with the whole... And you know what else, Mom? I'm pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
UCLA and USC are coming to see me at least.
Right.
So at the worst case scenario, I'm going D2. Okay? I'm going D2.
Right.
Worst case scenario.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. They didn't mention, that's the only part that wasn't real, which they were like, she's like, oh, it's the last chance I'll get recruited. It's like, let me tell you something. If UCLA and USC are coming to see, the head coaches are coming to see you, you already have
a college basketball spot somewhere.
Bro, you're playing for Wyoming.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing D1 ball on a scholarship.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. USC's coming to USC.
And it's your last shot. It's either USC or nothing.
Who the fuck plays football? Who are you, Ricky from Boys in the Hood? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking USC or the Marines? How the fuck is that the choice?
Also, you're rich. So there's also like a whole
You already come from money.
Yeah.
You already come from money.
Yeah.
You going to a fucking college, bro. But I'm saying like there's no D1 AA, D2 for sure.
Oh, D2 for sure.
You're getting an offer. We're talking about a scholarship. So it's like, get the fuck out of here with the whole like.
Right.
You know, you're not him. You're not fucking Omar Epps, who I would have had like
every school.
Duke
every school, yeah.
That's why I didn't like when he was like, "Yo, you can go to Princeton." It's like, why wouldn't the dad be like, "You go to North Carolina or Duke"?
Right.
Clearly, I mean, clear. If we're talking education,
yeah,
those are. You can just go there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, educational-wise, Princeton is on another level than those two.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if my son went to Duke,
right.
I'm not like, he's fucking sacrificing. He's sacrificing
even
it all.
Even USC.
USC is amazing. USC is amazing.
Yeah, it's like.
Or if he goes to Stanford, I'm like, well, yo, he can ball at Oregon. I'm not mad if my son plays ball at Oregon. And I'm like, the fucking education he's getting is shit.
Here's one thing I noticed, and this doesn't apply to this movie. This applies to almost every single movie that I thought was great. That I just think is funny. It's just like a small little point. Is that sometimes like a character will do something and like so she's making a cake, right, in one of the scenes, and then she goes over to her neighbors to introduce them when they're kids.
Yeah.
And the entire scene she's just holding a cake.
Yeah.
I find that stuff in movies hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's like this is a well-directed movie. This is not a poorly directed movie. But for that choice is so funny. That the director's like, you're just gonna stand there and have this conversation.
Holding
You're holding a cake. And this happens, bro, in like so many movies. So many good movies.
Yeah, people always hold, you know what's funny? You're also right. People also literally a cake too, are holding a cake in a conversation like that where neighbors are meeting.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want a cake.
I guess neighbors do that, but it's like, I don't really remember that many niggas bringing over cakes, bro.
Cakes, yeah. I just remember like meeting my neighbors.
I remember people saying hi.
Yeah.
Nobody took the 3 hours before.
To make a cake, and hopefully you like this flavor.
If I said 3 hours, it's probably like 12. Nigga, I don't know how long it even takes to bake a cake.
It's definitely not 3 hours.
Way longer, right?
Probably 3 hours, probably.
In my head, I'm like, damn, I might be like 6, depending on the cake.
Well, if you get a ready-made cake and, you know.
I'm talking about baking a cake.
Oh,
like
from
no, what she did. That's what she did.
Yeah.
Nigga, that wasn't no ready-made. Nigga, she baked a cake. So I'm like, nigga, how long does that take?
And then to hold it. And the entire time I was like, don't drop this thing. Put it down. Put the cake down.
But you like the movie?
Yeah, I did like the movie. It's a very.
I love that movie, man. It's a solid romance movie with basketball and
good acting,
NBA and college in it.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Allstate guy? The dad.
Man, he was the Allstate guy.
He was covered, as they say.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's one of those things where it's like imagine watching Progressive from Flo in something serious that she did a while ago. You know what I mean? It's just like
it'd be crazy to watch Flo be a fucking mom that cheats on her husband.
Yeah. It's like
and
Jesus,
like, man, because the whole time you're like, man, that's Flo.
Mm-hmm.
That's Flo doing this.
Yeah, you know, this is the Allstate guy.
He talks like
these quote unquote business meetings where he's clearly cheating on his wife.
Keeping your ass in Gucci and go.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Keeping your ass in Gucci and go.
It's like, you can't talk that way on a commercial. Allstate guy.
Yo, that nigga says keeping your ass in Gucci and go. Bro, that's so funny to me, dog. Oh my God. What a, just like that line. Cause it's like, my nigga, that's your, if I'm the wife, I'm like, hey, you bought it.
Yeah.
What you mean keeping my ass in Gucci? You bought it, dude. You buy the Gucci and the gold. I like it. But you bought it.
I mean, she took all the stuff up, threw it at him.
Yeah, so I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Don't put that on me. I have a fucking... Also, she did... I mean, I'm not saying that she wasn't a basketball hoe. But she didn't... The mom didn't seem like...
It didn't seem like it.
That much of a hoe.
No.
Like, maybe that's how they met on some basketball hoe shit. I'm not saying that's not how they didn't meet.
Right.
But, like... She's clearly, like, stuck around.
And then he was absent in his son's life for 5 years. There's a lot of things going on with him.
Well, the son didn't talk to him for 5 years. He wasn't absent.
That's fair.
He just wouldn't talk to him.
That's fair.
So it's like, kind of like...
Yeah, a lot of this movie, a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, imagine not talking to your dad for 5 years. You know, the basketball NBA player.
Yeah, that's a lot. A lot of stuff has to happen. This movie was fucking deep. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it fucked you up. You weren't ready for that one.
Yeah, I was expecting, like I said, a camping movie. We're playing basketball.
And a dog like wins a fucking jump ball.
Yeah, and she's going for the game-winning 3, and it goes in because of the power of love.
And that's love in basketball.
Yep. Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us. Derek
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation. We're back, everybody.
Oh, guys, Hassan is funny sometimes.
Yeah, you missed it.
Hey, you'll never get to know what it was about. What's up, Hassan Ahmad?
Oh, not much. What's up with you?
I got some comedy dates coming up.
Oh, I'm on a lot of them with you, actually.
Oh, God damn it. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so let's go. Why don't you tell them? Bitch. Yeah. You're a fucking whore.
God damn it. San Jose Beaners, hello. Welcome again. We're glad you're here. This is the podcast. This is the movie you came for. This is the format. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah. We're Columbus this weekend, right?
No, we're in Charlotte, dude.
Charlotte. Oh, my God.
We're in Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
We're on our way with Brendan Shaw, baby.
North Carolina.
On our way with Mr. Big Brown. And then the week after that, we will be in Columbus. That is the 31st and the 1st. 31st of January, the 1st of February, we will be in Columbus, Ohio with Mr. Brendan Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 6th through the 8th, we will be in in San Antonio.
Yeah.
At Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club.
LOL.
With Mr. Brendan Shaw, guys. So get your tickets. All those shows will sell out. Get them at tfatk.com and come out and say what's up to the Beaners. Guys, just so you know.
So many of you say hi to us and we love it.
We love it. So that's why we always announce the cities now, because you guys fucking show up from Spoil the Beans, and it means the world to us. So thank you guys. We love you, and keep listening. We're going to keep the podcast growing.
And don't die, please.
Don't die so we can make it bigger. You die, we lose a listener.
That is on you if you
No, and now I'm mad at you.
Yes.
We lose a listener. It's not about you. Don't die.
Yeah.
So
be less selfish. You know?
Thank you. You get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it sometimes, and you get it. Guys, we have an early flight to Boston tomorrow. I know it seems like
ship it out to Boston.
Ship it out to Boston. Oh. Literally, we have a 6 a.m. flight. Damn, less than like 10 hours.
Yeah, it's coming up.
But we shoot these ahead of time.
Yes.
Because that's where we're at right now.
Yep.
And somebody asked me about that. Like, hey, how come the episode's like, nigga, we ain't got no money. Give us money, and then we'll shoot the week of. Trust me. Trust me, dog. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. One day we will be. Thank you for listening. Give us more money. One day. Hassan?
What? We should do a movie.
I was about to.
Oh, really?
Well, thinking about it today. Instead of doing a documentary and or a TV show. But before I get into the movie.
Right.
That I saw that you have never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what you may decipher happening in the movie, the film, the motion picture?
Motion picture, film.
Osmosis Jones.
You know? I forgot I've never seen this movie. Was that on our list?
Huh?
Was that on our list, or did you know I didn't know it?
No, it's on our list.
Okay, that's a good one. Because I forgot I haven't seen this like with Joe Dirt shit, I was like, I never seen this movie. But this one was like, damn, I've never seen this movie.
And it's this one that you feel that way about?
Yeah.
It wasn't, Titanic?
No, because like I said, I know I haven't seen Titanic.
Oh, that's so funny, bro. What do you think happens in it? What do you think happens in Osmosis Jones?
Okay. I know 2 people who are in it. I know Chris Rock is in it. Mm-hmm. He is Mr. Jones himself.
Ooh.
And I know Bill Murray's in it. And I know Bill Murray plays himself. He is the guy Bill Murray is the setting of the movie. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Bill Murray gets a cold.
That's hilarious.
Right? He gets a cold.
What a hilarious script, though.
Yeah. He gets a cold, right? And then we go into his body.
Cool.
Yeah. And then we see Osmosis Jones.
Awesome.
Who is everything is a thing, right? So he's like a white blood cell.
Cool.
And he's a detective.
Oh, that's
And
dope.
he's like, something's wrong. He's like hanging out in the pancreas or whatever the fuck. And he's like, which is like a bar or some shit probably. He's like, something's wrong.
True detective style, yeah.
Yeah. And he looks, and he thinks it's a common cold or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then he thinks he defeats the problem, right? But then Bill Murray continues to get more sick.
Oh, shit.
And they're like, what?
We can't have that. That's fucking Bill Murray, nigga.
No. Well, yeah, he's like, what's going on?
That'd be a big problem if he got sick.
Yeah.
Like in real world.
Hey, he's going to die soon. I mean, yeah.
Time you win again.
Yeah, Ty, you even took Bill Murray down. We didn't think you could do it, but you did it.
Oh, God. Keep going.
I got sad. I got sad. All right. And then he keeps searching. And then you find out. Oh no, it's like cancer.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Your movie is fucking real.
Or like it's the start of it. And it's like, it's Osmosis Jones, and he at some point he probably goes undercover.
Yeah.
And he breaks up the cancer cell. There's probably like mob like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he breaks it up with the help of his partner. His partner, I don't know, another white blood cell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Bill Murray gets better, and he just has no idea what's going on inside his body.
And then he does Zombieland.
Yeah. Yeah, Zombieland was pretty far away from this, though.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He got to go on to do that.
Yeah, that's because of Chris Rock. It's because Chris Rock was inside his body. You got to do Zombieland.
Well, you were, as always, incorrect.
What? Cancer is a mob? That's pretty good.
Oh, God. Dude, this is a kid's movie. Will you stop with the fucking cancer?
What? Kids are aware of cancer.
What a dark way to introduce it.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta learn somehow. Might as well through the medium of animation comedy.
And Bill Murray.
Yeah, and Bill Murray. Yeah, might as well make you laugh about it.
Oh, Lord.
It's better than that. It's better that way than like your grandpa.
Oh, God.
You know?
You are a fucking interesting guy. But yeah, you were right about like maybe one or two things. The things that
I should know.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah.
And actually, now you were still wrong about that, which is hilarious. But we'll get into that later.
All right.
Credits roll. Animated cells. That's what all the credits are.
Right.
Osmosis Jones.
All
right, starts right away, which I love. I mean, hour 30 minutes.
It's not the 90s. This came out in like 2000 probably.
2001. Mm-hmm. Yep. 2000. Actually, or maybe 2000. It was 2001. Mm-hmm. Yes. Osmosis Jones. Cut 2. The real world. We're at a zoo. Dad, you have the coolest job ever. We see this little girl, and she looks up at her dad.
Bill Murray.
Okay.
So he's a zookeeper.
It's not Bill Murray. That's why I was like, you were right, but he's not Bill Murray. You said he was Bill Murray.
Oh, no, I mean, like, it's Bill Murray. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you said he was Bill Murray.
No, I didn't say he's Bill Murray.
That's what you did say.
No, I said
Bill Murray.
Murray.
Also, just so you know, it's on tape that you said it.
Okay,
so
well, relax.
What do you mean relax? It's see this little black thing?
I was going to be like,
I've been recording all these.
Bill Murray
waiting for you to fuck up.
He's clearly Bill Murray.
Dude, I got it on tape, what you said.
All right.
I'll play it back and prove to you what you're the monster.
Sure, you can take it like that, but you're wrong in how you took it.
I didn't make it take it like that. You said it. It's on tape.
I didn't say he was like,
it's on wax.
It's literally Bill Murray. No, I'm just saying it's Bill Murray, and Bill Murray gets sick. I didn't say what his job was.
You said he was Bill Murray, that he's the actor.
Is he not Bill Murray?
No.
Is Bill Murray not Bill Murray?
Not in this.
All right.
You were thinking like Zombieland, like he's Bill Murray.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all.
You were.
I thought he was just some guy.
You know what? You said that, and that's what we're going with, because that's what you said.
That's what you're going with, and you're wrong, but we'll keep going. Yeah. None of this wee bullshit.
What do you mean we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, he's complaining, oh, look at these animals, they're fucking ugly. And she talks about how healthy the monkeys eat. They're looking at monkeys.
Right.
And she's like, Dad, you need to start eating more healthy too. And then he's like, oh, honey, monkeys eat that way because they're stupid, which is true. That is why they don't eat hot Cheetos and stuff, because they're dumb.
Yeah. So you can tell an intelligent animal. Whether or not they eat hot Cheetos.
So he brings up their dead mother. He's talking about it, and somehow it comes up that their mom died recently, okay? And he's salting this egg. He's like, well, we got to get past that, honey. He keeps salting this egg. And he's like, but I promise this, I'll work out tomorrow. He's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, well, will you at least go on the school hike? We're having a school hike. Our parents can come. Will you come with, that'd be great and fun. We come. He's like, I'll think about it. And right then a monkey takes his egg. Right? And he's like, hey, and he's fighting with it. He's like, give it back. I'll fuck it. Now you're going to make me choke you. I didn't want to do it. And he starts choking the monkey. And the monkey's like, ah.
Yeah.
And the fucking monkey drops the egg, right? And then he goes and he grabs it. And he's like, now who's involved, sucker? And he goes to eat it. And then she goes, Dad, oh my God, stop. That's filthy. And he goes, 10-second rule. And he eats it. And then we follow the egg in his mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is AIDS then, huh? It's not cancer. This is AIDS.
I knew you were going to say.
Okay.
I was like, I'm not going to say AIDS because I know this fucking idiot will bring it up at some point.
Yeah.
And it took him 11 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry he ate some AIDS, but that's what happened.
Ooh, boy, he fucked up, didn't he?
Yeah, didn't he? Oh, God. I'm not eating anything that you grab with your hands, let alone a thing in a zoo.
A monkey, nigga, not a
monkey.
thing. You know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a monkey, nigga. It has AIDS. That's how you knew that.
Or Ebola. One of the two.
Yeah, nigga, AIDS is created by the government. That ain't no. Don't put AIDS on monkeys. They've done some other shit.
No, AIDS is not created by the government. AIDS has just been helped spread by the government. Different things. All right. We gotta get our facts straight if we say shit.
That was both the beans. This is a factless podcast.
Yeah. This is like it was spread by the government, not created.
Created by monkeys.
By monkeys. Yes.
Monkeys are assholes.
Monkeys
who
suck,
hate
dude.
black and gay people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh well. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, also, I do agree with the 10-second rule though. How do you feel about that rule? Does that rule apply in your life?
So wrong.
Do you live by it?
I mean, I live by it, but it's definitely like every time I'm like, this is.
But if a monkey touches it,
no, hell no.
rules off the table.
Rules off the table.
Okay.
No, so it's first of all 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Are you insane? 5 seconds on the ground.
Yeah, 5 seconds. I say 3-second rule. I always go 3 seconds.
Okay.
My whole life has been 3 second because that just seems fair. 3, like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But
10,
on the ground
10 second is
insane.
Dude, it's just on the ground.
Kind of asking for AIDS.
10 seconds is how they determine whether a fighter lost.
Yeah.
That's how long that is. That's a long time, nigga. So
we follow it through his body.
Follow it through his body, and it animates.
Okay.
All right.
Like
it turns to animation, and we hear like police dispatch. You know what I'm saying? Over now, we got a 10-4, somewhere in the mouth over, and then it says the mouth, 12:30.
Great. Ding ding chung chung.
Pretty much. We see white blood cells. One is a young cop, Christopher Rock, Osmosis Jones.
OJ.
You ever be dealing with the blood cells? And he's talking like that, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I know it's like, oh, Derek, you lying. It's like, no, nigga, this is 2001 Chris Rock. Y'all know how he talked. So he's like, you see the badge? You see the gun? You see the badge? You see the gun? And he complaining about his boring job and all this bullshit, but he should be doing more, right? And then right then we see a bunch of germs, like down in the mouth, and they steal a patrol car. And so they're going after him, right? They start chasing him, and Frank yawns. And they're like, oh, no. And when he yawns, it fucks up everything in the mouth, and everything, like all those germs go into his body now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, hey man, if those things hit the white blood, if those things hit the blood cell, he's gonna be sick. We're talking runny nose, all that shit. We gotta stop him. Go, right? Mm. So his chief right then calls. He's like, Jones, let it go. That's out of our jurisdiction. That's immunity's problems now. Immunity's problem now.
Hilarious.
Get back to the mouth.
Hilarious. Okay. So they're dealing with jurisdictional issues.
Oh, dude, they're dealing with like it's straight up society.
It's straight up society. All right.
Like we're talking all the way down to jurisdiction.
Yeah. Okay.
Jurisdiction. So he says, forget this. Osmosis. He jumps out the chopper, and he's right into the high-speed chase.
Right.
He's in it now. He's chasing the guys down, and he's like, man, you want osmosis? You got osmosis. And he slides through a wall because he can make himself water.
Yeah, that's osmosis.
Crack. Yeah, it is osmosis.
Yeah.
And he goes, time to take your medicine, and he shoots, and he tries to shoot the bad guys, and when he does, he misses, and he hits like what would be a phone tower.
Right.
But it says like, the something nervous system.
Oh, central nervous system?
No, not central. Just something like another one, like a certain nerve.
Autonomous. Okay.
Yeah. And then Bill Murray in real life catches a leg cramp. He's like, fuck. He's like, God, honey, we gotta move. These steps are killing me. And then the camera pans back. She's like, Dad, it's 4 steps. You gotta eat better, Dad. She's going off.
Are they on a hike?
No, they're going home.
They're
4
going
steps to their house.
Okay, hilarious.
All right. So cut back to the mouth. The sanitation crew is in there cleaning up the egg mess.
Right.
And they're like, oh, God, we have to write to the mayor about this. This is ridiculous. You can't keep eating this bullshit. How they expect us to clean this up with these kind of hours? Like, they're complaining. Bro.
Right. And we deserve to be paid better.
Yeah, we're cleaning up egg.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m. This is nonsense. And we see one guy, like, he's sucking in, like, germs and shit, sucking up all of it in. And then he looks around and turns and his partner's gone. He's like, what the fuck? Artie. He's looking around and he looks in the bag and his friend had got sucked in the bag somehow. He's like, how the fuck did that happen? And then we see the ball that his friend was looking at is glowing red on the inside. He's like, what the fuck? And then right then it fucking slices open and a scary ass red devil comes out. It's the best way to describe it. Just the fucking devil.
Mr. AIDS. Mr. AIDS has come back. Has come.
If this was AIDS, this guy would have definitely talked like, "Hey y'all, so I'm gonna fucking burn you up, niggas." You know, I'm not stereotyping, but that's just how he would talk. But it's not AIDS.
Yeah.
He's just the devil.
Okay. Does he have a name?
Thrax.
Okay, that's AIDS. But we could all pretend it's not AIDS, but it's AIDS.
He came from a monkey, bro. Doesn't have to be AIDS. So, he goes. He looks at him. He goes, "Careful, I'm contagious, right?" And he touches the guy, and the guy dissolves like red and like and explodes.
Crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's really fucked up.
It's also crazy that the main villain is named Thrax in 2001 when people were just mailing anthrax to people.
Yep.
Remember that?
I do.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. Simpler times.
Yeah, she was way less turned up then. Yeah. Trump, right?
Yeah.
He did it then too, guys, didn't he? It was always him. So we see, the dude, he blows up a guy. And as he's walking, he's just setting everything, like he's just touching everything with his fingernail, long fingernail. And he's just setting everything in like lava, like red, And then a germ is watching all of this. And he's all scared. And then like a germ sneaks out, barely gets out alive. And then, he fucking leaves. So back at the mayor's office, there's a mayor of the whole Frank's body.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's William Shatner's voice.
Okay. I love it.
And then they're like, and he's being followed by all the news cameras as he's just trying to get into his office. And they're like, "What do you have to say to all the hair cells who got laid off from the scalp?" And he's like, "I'm not here to talk about that today." And they're like, "What about the people in the stomach who feel like they deserve better treatment?" And he's like, "That's not our problem. This is a government issue."
Yeah.
He's just like trying to deal with it, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "No more question. People, the body's in perfect shape. Let's stop talking about the body. It's fine." He slams the door. So we see his secretary there, right? And his secretary is the voice. Brandy? Remember Brandy?
I remember Brandy.
Brandy. She's the girl in this.
Yeah, good for her.
I know, right? Like, what a good thing. You were in what?
Brandy? She did a lot of things.
Oh, she had a run.
Moesha.
She had a big run. This is in 2001, so this is during her 90s to mid-2000 run of shit.
She was Cinderella.
Oh, yeah, Black Cinderella. You haven't seen that, have you?
Blinderella? No.
Oh, yeah, it's on the list, baby. Mm-hmm. You guys think we're not going to do...
Cinderizzle? They call it. Yes!
To all our black listeners, to all of our black... I get Darren Bates and my mom. I'm sorry for how this guy talks.
Cinderizzle, come on, man. That was pretty good.
You have a fucking problem, dude. So she plays... she's like, "Sir, I have to show you this." Mm-hmm. And she plays a video, and it's a smear campaign from another mayor.
That's really funny. It's an election season, huh?
Always. It's always an election season, bro.
Yeah.
And he's talking, and the other guy's talking about how unhealthy the body's got since this mayor's been involved with And he's like, he promises to get things moving again. We'll be ordering salads and all of this, and that mayor's the bad, and I'll be good. Paid for by Tom Kalanick.
Okay.
That's
funny.
His
name is Kalanick.
So she says, like, "Mr. Mayor, I think, maybe we should try to go a different way and be a little more healthy and all that stuff." And he goes, "No, potato chips. That's what the voters want." He's not wrong. Even in real life, nigga.
He's not wrong.
You're definitely potato chips?
Yeah, that's what the voters want.
If a nigga had one guy's running with potato chips on his campaign.
And one guy's running with salad.
Who are you voting for? Dude?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Straight up accident happened outside.
We just heard, can you go look? We just heard an accident live on Spoiler Beans.
Yeah.
Guys, and guess what? You're getting this. Keep it. Oh, yeah. It's going to keep going. I'm not doing anything. Is hit and run?
Shit, right in front of our apartment.
Was it my car?
No.
Hit and run? Or they pull, because I heard somebody pull off.
Yeah, they definitely went separate directions.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did it hit a parked car?
I don't think so.
So it was just two cars that hit, and then both of them niggas were like, "Fuck this."
Yep.
LA, baby.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Right outside your window.
Hit and run right outside my window.
Live on Spoil the Beans, baby.
Live on Spoil the Beans. That's what Spoil the Beans is all about.
Yeah.
Fucking real life shit, nigga.
Bow, 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 bow.
Just we hear gunshots and shit.
Felonies.
And just if we did hear gunshots outside, we'd keep the episode going.
We would. And I wouldn't go to the window in that case.
I would.
Right.
So cuts back to real life. Mm-hmm. And Bill Murray's screaming, leg. He's got his leg iced up. Leg. And she's like, oh, honey. Her daughter runs over. Dad, where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? He goes, no. Leg. And she's like, oh. And then she hands him a piece of fried chicken. And he's like, ah. He's just eating it. Bill Murray's funny, guys. I'll give him that. I thought he was just good in Space Jam, but apparently he's good in everything.
Yeah, just Space Jam. This is his only good movie.
That's what I thought for a long time.
Weird.
I've had also only seen that movie of his for a long time. So he eats the chicken. He goes, it hurts going down. It hurts. And then she's like, open your mouth. And he opens his mouth. She's like, oh, Dad, it's definitely red. Oh, my God, look at that. I'm calling a doctor. And then the mayor inside hears that. He goes, no, we have too much planned. We have way too much going on. We can't have this. And he takes full control of his voice and thoughts.
Right.
Inside Out.
Right.
Very Inside Out,
Pretty
the way this happens.
Yeah, does he have
But I was watching. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm like, damn, bro, Inside Out got wait till we even get later. It's like, oh, nigga, they went full Inside Out. Like, that's where they got this shit from. So he's like, he grabs the controls and he takes control of his thoughts and shit. And he goes, on second thought, I'll take a cold pill. And then Bill Murray's like, you know what, honey? I'm just going to take a cold pill. And she's like, all right, I think that'll be good. And then she goes, sir, you're not supposed to do that without the vote of the people. You know that. And he goes, oh, well, William Shatner, because he's a bad mayor.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Always. The mayor usually sucks. Every once in a while, they're
all
cool.
that power goes to your head. It's hard to
Yeah, that's why it's hard not to do crack and fuck hookers.
Yep.
Even in animation world.
Right.
Where you're just the mayor of a body.
Yeah. What's his name? Barry?
Who?
This mayor?
No, it's William Shatner.
Okay.
So Bill Murray looks at a Drixenol box, right?
Okay.
For symptoms, like running throat and all that shit. So Osmosis, he's back at the precinct, right? And everybody's making fun of him, right? And the chief's like, Jones in my office. And he calls him in. And he's like, I'm sick of you. You told me to stay put.
Is the chief anyone famous?
No, it's just a guy yelling at him.
Oh, nice.
I told you to stay put and wait for backup, blah, blah, blah. You always think you can do this alone. And then he's like, oh, come on, chief. Give me a promotion. Let me work at the brain or something. That's where I need to be. He's like, you know what, Jones? You do need a break. And we have a situation in the throat that you're going to be on. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, chief. He's like, a pill just got swallowed. You're supposed to go meet him in the stomach. You have to, that's your job. Pretty much like Rush Hour. You're supposed to take care of the pill while he's on the case.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, come on, right? You're like, get on it. So he goes down. Osmosis pulls up to the stomach. The stomach is an airport.
Oh, okay.
To everything else.
Okay. Hilarious.
Hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. And Osmosis, he's walking through and then he sees the brandy cell and he makes himself all handsome. He can transform his body and he makes himself all handsome. And he walks up and he's like, what's up, Leia? Looking fine, girl. And she's like, oh, Jones, get out of here. And then she's like, stop. They know each other. He starts like, oh, come on, girl. Give me a chance to do. She's like, just stop. And it's like, now arriving with some milk, a cold pill. And then the board changes, arriving cold pill. And you see a bunch of milk and a gigantic, to them, this thing's gigantic. Pulling it. And she's like, whoa, look at the size of that thing. He's like, oh, don't be all impressed. It's 99% sugar. Because it's Chris Rock.
Right. I thought you expected me to laugh at that, but...
No, I'm more laughing that nigga can't act.
Yeah.
Even when he is animated cell. It's still Chris Rock.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Love it.
That was my point of it.
That's funny.
So Special Agent Drix comes out and he looks like the Terminator. He's all built up and he's just a huge pill, but a Terminator version, you know? And he's super nerdy. And he's like, I'd like to examine your irritated areas. And the voice of this nigga is one of the dudes from Frasier.
Oh.
But not Frasier.
The brother? Nigel?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Him. Good call. That's why I keep you around.
Yep,
I've been wanting to fire him for a long time.
Yeah, but I know my Frasier.
That's why I keep him around.
Mm-hmm.
So... Leia goes, hi, Drix, I'm going to get you to work with somebody else. This is Osmosis, but I don't think you guys will be good together. And Osmosis begs her to let him stay on the case. And she's like, oh, all right, I'm going to regret this, but whatever. So he has a super nice car, and they're driving in his car, and Drix touches his radio, and he's like, hey, you don't touch a white blood cells radio? Because, it's Rush Hour.
Yeah. Okay, this is just animated body Rush Hour.
Yeah, and then animated Inside Out before it was Inside Out.
Okay. Well, Inside Out is also animated.
Oh, good point.
Yep, that's why you keep me around, baby.
He's just trying to keep your job. I can't fire you. I can't fire you, but you're just in case he does.
Hey, keep it going.
Drix. So they're in the car. Drix tells them how when he graduated from college, he graduated Phi Beta Capsule.
Watch this fucking episode. Watch the episodes, people, on YouTube.
He goes,
Yeah.
where did you study? Drix asks him, and he goes, man, what do you mean, where did I study? My high school was Crack Central. And he goes, Crack Central? He's like, that's right in the crack, right in the stanky stank. We were so poor we had to live on peanut butter and cellulite sandwiches. He's like, what? He's like, oh, that's gross. Don't make me vomit. He's like, vomit? We couldn't even afford vomit. That's for rich folks. Which is true if you're so poor. Your mom would be like, don't you throw that up. Eat it back up. And you have to eat it. Because poor people are, monsters.
What? What?
So they finally get to the throat.
Yeah.
And like all these fireman cells are there, like for inflammation. They're like spraying water on it, trying to cool it down. And then they're telling them how this happened was a saliva boat must have went haywire and fucked everything up. And then Osmosis is like, that's unusual. Saliva boats usually don't go haywire, huh? So Drix, he puts a pill thing in his arm and he starts shooting like pretty much ice all over the throat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, move out of my way, people. And he's just like spraying it all down this huge wall, like just huge throat,
Right.
So Osmosis goes looking for a clue and he sees the germ that got away.
Right.
During all this. And he goes, hey, let me talk to you. I just want to, what's going on? Do you hear anything? Like, what's happening? What made all this? And the germ is like, he speaks Spanish. And he's like, la muerte, la muerte, la muerte, la muerte. And then he's like, what? And he goes, I saw him coming. I saw him. He was coming. I saw him. And then he's like, who did you see? Who did you see? La muerte. And then right then Drix guy shoots him and he's like frozen. And he's like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? And he's like, I'm just soothing the irritation. He's like, man, you just froze that guy. And he goes, oh, he'll be back in 2 days. He goes, it was a crime scene. I'm talking to that guy. He's like, this isn't a crime scene. It's just a sore throat. He's like, you don't know that. It's a detective movie.
Yeah, this is a detective movie. I love it. I love it.
I know you love shit.
I love
like AIDS and serial killers and all kinds of stuff.
And the 3 things I love. 3 things you gotta know about Hassan.
What, buddy?
I love AIDS.
Okay.
I love detective movies.
And what's the 3rd?
Serial killers. Those are the 3. Yeah.
Ladies, your move.
Hey, ladies, if you love AIDS and serial killers,
oh God,
I am single.
Oh God, you're a monster. So back at the zoo,
Okay.
People are picking on Bill Murray and his homie. His homie you'd recognize he was in a bunch of movies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of his name, but he was in. I mean, when you see his face, you're gonna be like, oh, this white dude.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
And then he goes, man, what's that smell? He's hanging out with Bill Murray. He's like, what's that smell, dude? He's like, oh, my daughter won't let me buy deodorant anymore. Apparently it causes cancer. And he holds up his arm and he's like shitty pit stains.
Yeah.
And then it zooms into that. And in the pit stains, it's a sauna. And all these like mob gangsters are in there.
Okay. At least I got the mob part right.
And then the Red Devil guy comes in.
Oh.
And he's like, so this is where the scum of Frank comes to fester, huh? And then he's like, and they're all looking at him like, who are you? Hey, what are you doing in here? And he goes, I'm looking for some volunteers. And you nasty germs went in on a big score. By the way, the voice is Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, the cast of this is like,
It's an all-star
what
cast.
the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Bill Murray's in this? He's a lead?
Yeah.
Uh,
Is this one of the first animated movies that had like a cast like this?
where the whole cast was
It's
like star-studded?
you know what I mean? It's like an A-list cast.
Yeah, because then like the early ones, like the big hits, like the Little Mermaids, the Aladdins, the Lion Kings, there's 1 or 2 monsters. Like in Lion King, it's Jeremy Irons, Matthew Broderick, and the dad. James Earl Jones.
And I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas at that time.
Yeah, so that's pretty good cast.
Okay, that's pretty
it's
good
like, well, that's 4. This is like everyone.
Already, this is a lot. This is William Shatner.
Yeah, William
Nigel,
Shatner's in this with a small
Bill
role.
Murray, Chris Rock, Lawrence Fishburne. I'm sure
the guy
Brandy.
the Brandy and the guy when you see that guy, you'll see you know what I'm talking about him.
And I'm sure there's
he's a
1 or
person
2 more that
I'm not even paying attention to. Yeah. That is fucking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they go look at one of the gangster germs goes, look at this guy. Who do you think he is? The Ebola virus? And they all laugh. And he goes, let me tell you something. Ebola is dandruff compared to me, because he's AIDS.
Yeah, totally AIDS.
And
Actually, I'd rather have AIDS than Ebola.
yeah, you can live, huh?
Well, it depends, right? Ebola for the first 2 weeks is pretty rough, and there's a good chance you'll die. But if you make it, you'll live forever. Or not live forever. If you make it, you won't get Ebola again.
Yo, everybody would get Ebola. Because everybody would be like, yo, I'm going to either die or live forever. Let's do this shit.
No, but if you make it, you're fine. And you'll never get Ebola again.
Okay.
But with AIDS, you just won't die, but you'll always have AIDS. So that's a good question.
Like Magic Johnson?
Listeners, would you rather have Ebola or AIDS?
We'll put it in the poll, and you can answer.
We'll put it in the poll. I'm very curious.
We always love to know what the Beaners feel about certain
communicable diseases, specifically.
So,
yeah.
The one gangster, Germ, tells his muscles, he's like, deal with this guy. And he just fucks him up. He slices him up with his finger. Mm-hmm. And then he slices up the main head mafia Germ guy. And then the guy, the other Germs look at him and goes, so what sickness you have in mind, boss? Like, they bow down to him. Mm-hmm. And he's like, deadly. And he touches something and everything goes to red. Right? So the little girl, she's like, hey, Dad, I got a bunch of nuts and berries for the hike for school. And he goes, is your teacher still there? And he goes, yeah, but she's not mad at you anymore, I promise. And he goes, no, it's not that, honey. It's just, I don't know if I want to go on that hike, and it's a holiday weekend, and it's important that we're together. And he kind of talks his way out of it. And he goes, besides, I have something special up my sleeve for both of us to do that weekend. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, she's a little kid. Right. She's like, oh, all right, that sounds cool. So cut back to the inside, the lower east backside, 9:55. The Drix pill is going off on him about how it's like, yo, we can't be making stops. I have a strict 24-hour schedule that I have to be out of this body by. You know what I mean? Because I'm a pill.
Right.
And he calls Osmosis calls an information lady and like at a library, and he asks what La Muerte means. And then she goes, it's the Red Death. And he goes, oh shit. Like, what the fuck was that little guy talking about? Right? Back to Bill Murray, who just looks like shit. Right? And he's walking through, like, down in the zoo, and a bunch of pollen hits him in his nose. And then the cops inside of the nose are like, pollen! And they start they're trying to shoot it and get it. And then we got dust, 9 o'clock, and they're shooting. And then right then the red guy drops in like an office, right? And he kills a bunch of people. And then one of the gangster goes, so this is your big plan? Sore throat, runny nose, itchy throat, like what's the big deal? And he goes, people are just going to think these guys are the common. He grabs him, he goes, cold. Exactly. That's what I want him to think. Right?
AIDS.
No, it's not. No, AIDS. Not fucking AIDS.
I am AIDS.
Why is AIDS Batman?
I am AIDS. Rachel. Where's Rachel? I gotta give her some of my AIDS.
Ah! Rachel! I want to give you AIDS. Yeah. What is this podcast about?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh my God. What was we doing?
All right, so AIDS is giving him the common cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Osmosis lets a pollen get through.
Okay.
Right? He accidentally lets one through. And then Drix is like, oh no, what are you doing? And he's like, oh shit. In the words of James Brown, get down. And he's like, get in. Everybody gets down and he sneezes. Right? And it just, everything, havoc, right?
Right.
And right then the bad guy, the Thrax guy, he hits all the pressure valves on the dam, this big dam blocking all this mucus, and it fucking like starts breaking. And then Drix is like, he's like, look what you did, Osmosis. This is because of you, you know? And he starts trying to shoot it with his like ice gun to seal it all up. Yeah. And then Osmosis looks up and he sees the red guy. And he's like, what the fuck? And the red guy kind of jumps down, and then everything breaks, right? And just mucus just floods, like breaks the dam. It just floods through the nose. And then Frank, in real life, has a bunch of music, just snot coming down his nose. And the guy goes, oh, come on, Frank. And he goes, oh, my bad. And he just sucks it all back up. Which saves Drix and Osmosis, though.
Still, though.
On the news, they talk about how Drix saved the day, right? Like, he saved the day at the nose and whoop. And then one of the analysts is like, well, on lighter news, we have a bunch of animal crackers in the stomach that arrived today. And then they show a bunch of, like with bitten off pieces. How adorable. And then they go, now an address from the mayor.
This shitty mayor.
He talks about how the guy running against him with all the bullshit exercise campaign, it's all nonsense. He's like, but what I'm going to give you is a dream vacation to the Chicken Wing Festival in Buffalo, New York. And then you see all the cities like, yeah, which is way better than exercise.
Fair.
And Brandon goes, sir, that's not the speech we agreed upon. He's like, oh, shut up. right? So Drix and Osmosis show up, and Osmosis says he thinks this is more than a common cold.
Right.
And this is serious, right?
Right.
And Drix is like, oh, shut up, you're an idiot, you know nothing, that was your fault that all that happened. They keep arguing back and forth. And Leia believes him. Osmosis is like, maybe there is a virus going on. The mayor doesn't, right? And he grabs Osmosis, he goes, you keep those paintings to yourself, or you'll find yourself in the next nosebleed. You got that? And Osmosis is like, yes, sir. And the mayor says he's going to get the Drix guy a new partner. And Drix feels bad, and he's like, no, I'll stay with Jones. He's like, you sure about that, sir? He's like, yeah, we've been together this long. We might as well ride it out together. And then in the car, he's like, Osmosis is like, man, you didn't have to do that. And he goes, well, I was sent here to make this body feel better. And if you're this sure that there's a virus in it, I think we have to pursue it. He's like, thanks, man.
Ooh, good detective.
And he goes, but he said, back in the office, the mayor said, while the mayor was yelling at him, the mayor said, you had the worst. He said, the mayor said you had the worst record of all the cops. What happened? He goes, well, and he tells him a story.
Did he shoot Derek Jeter?
Close.
That's a solid reference.
That's a great reference.
That's a solid reference.
Good job.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't get it, go fuck yourself. Watch more movies.
Yep.
He tells him a story for when Shane had a school science fair. And Bill Murray he showed up. It shows Bill walking around and he sees some kid has oysters as his project. And he goes, can he eat them? And the kid's like, well, I mean, if my hypothesis is correct, you'll be able to eat them. And he's like, cool. And he eats one, and then he's like, oh, but he swallows it. And he's like, definitely get your math corrected on that one, sonny.
Right.
And the kid's like, okay, right. So Osmosis, he's like, I was working down at the stomach. And then right then, Shane's teacher comes up, and it's Molly Shannon.
Okay.
Just another name drop.
Yeah.
Just
Big
name after name after name.
Big name.
So
he throws up on her.
He goes, it's awesome seeing... She goes, it's awesome seeing Shane participate in such fun things. I know the mother, your wife just passed, and I'm so sorry to hear about that, but I think this would be good for Shane. Bill Murray's like, oh, he was looking sick. He's like, oh. And then Osmosis says, and then I saw it. He climbed out on that dirty oyster, and you see like a dirty ass germ, right? This nasty looking germ. And then Molly is talking to him about like how, because Bill Murray's like, the oysters. And she goes, oh, yeah, that's, she's like, that's Gil. He had the oysters. He's kind of retarded. We just gotta let him do whatever he wants. We're just gonna give him an A on whatever he did. Good job, honey. Funniest part of the movie, bro. By far, funniest part of the fuck, because it's for no reason.
She just calls this kid retarded.
And she goes like, we're gonna give him an A. And she's like, good job, you did good.
Yeah. Hilarious.
He ate one of these oysters.
Hilarious.
So he goes, and I had to do what I had to do. And then he hits the eject button, right? And then you hear Bill throwing up on this lady. And then a bunch of people taking pictures. And then you see, like, it was like on the news that he threw up on this lady at a science fair. And then his job finds out, like, this job he has, this real nice job.
Yeah.
And then they fire him. And so he had to get a job at the zoo.
Okay. He kind of got railroaded there.
And then Osmosis got suspended.
Right.
And he goes, every day I wonder if I did the right thing. You think he got railroaded or something?
Yeah.
Think he got trading places? Trading places?
Well, no, not on purpose. He didn't get railroaded on purpose, but he got railroaded. That's first of all, how does that end up on the news? How little is going on in your town where that ends up on the news? And then also, like, you get fired from that? You threw up. That shit, it's not like you were like, who am I going to vomit on today?
Well, he was like a laughingstock in the city.
Well, yes. That's okay. But you shouldn't lose your job. It shouldn't be
everyone should make fun of you.
Yeah, absolutely. You shouldn't lose your goddamn job, especially after your wife died. Like, how heartless is that company? Hey, new single dad.
Let's make this way harder on you.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
God damn, that's fucked up.
He got fucked.
He got fucked.
But Osmosis is right to get suspended, and he's definitely right to be a laughing stock.
Osmosis is right to get suspended.
It's like, bro, you gotta play it by ear. You can't hit the eject button immediately. You gotta trust.
I love how you like to go through the paperwork. You like going through the yellow tape.
The yellow tape is there's more cops. There's apparently immunity is like the FBI. You got stuff going on. You can't throw up on the teacher. That's on you.
God, you're smart, dude.
Yeah.
So Drix says, I think you did the right thing. You were trying to help the body. That was a good call. Mm-hmm. So in real life, Bill Murray, he's just filthy. He looks worse. And he takes his daughter out to dinner. And she's like, what's the surprise, Dad? He's like, look, I know you wanted a trip on a hike with school. And she's like, yeah? He goes, but I got something better. She's like, what? He's like, I'm taking you to Buffalo. And he hands her a little pamphlet. She's like, Buffalo, New York? He's like, for the Buffalo Wing Festival. And she's like, oh, okay, but what's the surprise? He goes, what do you mean what's the surprise? I got us tickets. 100 different flavors, 1,000 different sauces. See this guy? Look at him. And he shows her a picture of a fat guy. That's the champ. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, buddy. He doesn't even know it, honey, that I'm coming for him. And she's like, and he's like, do you like it? Do you like it? She's like, yeah, it's great, Dad. He's a horrible dad, by the way.
Yeah, terrible father.
I mean,
God.
Jesus Christ. Even if you were healthy, why would she want this?
Yeah. Yeah, clearly not in tune with his daughter.
No. Or any kid ever.
Yeah, what?
I think the Buffalo Wing Festival, like, that just order wings.
Yeah, what guy would want that? What boy would want that?
Just order wings.
Yeah.
Unless if we were walking down the street.
And it was there.
And I noticed the Buffalo Wing Festival was happening. Trust me, I would be the first nigga that's like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the only way.
But a hiking trip with your friends? No. Buffalo Wing Festival. In Buffalo, of all places.
Also, good point. My friends are at the fucking hike.
Yeah.
And their parents. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be food there.
Yeah. Because you want to be a fucking fat ass.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Fat fuck. That's why he's going to die soon, right?
One day, we can all hope.
Dude, you have problems. So, the mayor in the body is watching this. He loves it. He leaves. And then the Leah girl grabs the control mic and tells him, she's like, hey, Frank, this is your conscience. You need to figure out a way to make it work with your daughter and make things better. This is not good, right? And then he's like, and he holds up his foot to her and he shows her like his dirty ass foot. He's like, listen to me, baby. Don't get old. And she's like, oh, like this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know? So he goes, hey, boss, this is the germs. Your plan worked. They think it's a cold. What do we do now? And he turns and he's like, fire. And he starts setting everything on fire with his finger, like just burning down more shit, right? So in the hood, people are doing chicken pox fighting. You know, where you illegal chicken pox, you get them to fight. Well, I mean, you get chicken pox to fight, and that's the illegal part.
Yeah. You know, I thought Cinderella was going to be the most racist thing that was said during this podcast.
Nah, chicken pox fighting.
Chicken pox fighting is pretty up there.
By black gangsters.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't even get there. In my head.
Oh, like if you wrote this movie?
Yeah, I don't think I'd get that. I don't think I'd get there.
The chicken pox fighting?
No.
Which is funny.
It's very funny. It's very funny.
So, Drix thinks he sees a virus over there doing leading the chicken pox fighting.
But it's just a black guy on his cell phone. that's all it is.
It's a black guy barbecuing with his family.
Yeah.
So he goes, no, he used to be a virus, but he's on our side now. He's a flu shot. And he's like, what does that mean? He explains to him, he's like,
Yeah.
He's pretty much like an
Undercover.
So they're undercover.
Right.
You know? And Osmosis rolls up on him. He tells him what's going on. And he goes, man, you can't tell me. He's like, you need to tell me what's going on, man. He's like, man, you can't force me to tell you shit. I'm in the virus protection program now. And he's like, and then right then Drix puts a gun in his mouth. And he's like, you look like just a virus to me. I'm going to have to terminate you. And he's like, he's going to kill you. He's going to kill you. Look, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And he's like, look, I'll tell you. He's like, there's a guy by the name of Thrax. And he's evil. He's just an evil red motherfucker, right? He's like, but you didn't hear that from me. And the guy takes off. And the guy's, he's like, I knew it. So there's a huge zit on Bill Murray's forehead. Like humongous. Right. And inside, like in the animated world, the zit is a nightclub called the Zit.
Awesome.
Awesome. Right? And then before they go in, he's like, we got to change our look. Everybody's going to know we're cops. So Osmosis can change his whole body. So he makes himself look like a guy with like dreads and shit. And then he's like, for Drix, he's like, what do we do for you? And he's like, and then he puts the frozen germ on his head. So it looks like he has like a crazy hairdo.
Right.
So on stage performing is Kidney Rock.
This movie is awesome. Okay, well, now don't deep throat
the mic.
Awesome.
Well, it's that
Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
That's how awesome
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm so hard. Oh, God.
Dude, you have a problem.
Oh, I have a problem?
Yeah.
I have a problem. So
you got way more fucking problems than I got.
Maybe. But.
But Kidney Rock also, 2 appearances in 3 movies.
By Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Crazy.
2 appearances.
He was
in the last 3 spoiled the babies.
He was killing it in 2001.
Yeah, dude. Murdered Joe Dirt because he's great in that.
Yeah.
Like, he is that role.
And then rolling Osmosis Jones. Kid Rock was really in tune to what... You know what the people wanted in 2001? Kid Rock.
They wanted Kid Rock.
Yeah. was the only thing that can heal our nation post 9/11.
Yep.
Kid Rock.
Damn, what's wrong with you?
Whatever. Be mad at the truth.
So gangsters are everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then he's telling Drix, he's like, come on, dance, blend in. He's like, oh, I don't know how to dance. He's like, come on, baby, move it with me. And he gets him to start dancing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, mama, I'm feeling it. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling it now. And he's like, all right, I'm going to leave. If I don't come back in 5 minutes, come find me. You got it, buddy. I'm dancing, right?
Right.
So Osmosis sees some gangsters and he follows them. Mm-hmm. And he follows them inside a meeting room. And inside, Thrax is breaking down the plan.
Right.
Okay, about how they're going to kill the body. He's like, we're going to go to the Hyperthrax. And he's like, we're going to grab it and we're going to steal it. He's like, that's in the brain. He shows him he has a bunch of them on his bracelet. Right? He's like, this right here controls the temperature of the body.
Okay.
And after this,
the hypothalamus.
Frank will heat up like crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You get it?
Yeah. And he's killed a bunch of people like that already.
He's a serial killer.
Because he's AIDS.
Yeah, dude, AIDS don't fuck around.
AIDS don't fuck around. Yeah.
Gets in your butt, goes right to your heart. Because it comes from gay sex. So it enters through the butt.
Yeah, also needles. Mostly needles.
Gay niggas be dying, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of butt sex.
That is a lot of butt sex. Can we go on to the next part, please?
Yeah.
I don't like this part.
Why, you didn't like the deep eye contact that I was giving you when I said that?
Yeah, this is
talking about all the butt sex that happened?
Yeah, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking straight ahead.
What do you think Philadelphia was about? It's about this. They should have did Osmosis Jones of that movie. I want to see what's going on in Tom Hanks' body with all the legions.
Oh my God. That would be amazing. That would be unbelievable. Hey, if there's any Hollywood screenwriters out there
that listen to Spoil the Beans.
Spoil the Beans. There's a lane for Osmosis Jones too. Osmosis Jones, Philadelphia.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. So Bill Murray goes to school, right, to talk to his daughter's teacher.
Right.
She's still pissed at him.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here, right? And then she's like, do you understand what happened to me? When that paper got released, my life was ruined. Everyone teased me. Everyone teased my children. And he's like, oh. And then Bill Murray goes, oh, yeah, I heard about Hurley. And then she had to transfer schools. Her name's not Hurley. It's Shirley. He goes, oh, that makes much more sense. God, Bill Murray, you're a good guy. So his huge zit is just pounding, right? Osmosis is still listening to the plan. And Thrax is talking about how just like not too long ago he killed a little girl because she didn't wash her hands. Took him 3 weeks. And he goes, my last kill only took me 72 hours. He's like, but this time I want the record. Frank will go down in 48 hours. And then I have to make my own chapter in the medical books. That's all he wants. He just wants to go down in the record books, dog. And you know what? That is a good goal.
It's true. People. It's good to be driven and have goals.
And the best villains have a goal.
Right.
The best villains always just have a legit goal and they stick to the goal.
Right. They stick to the plan.
Yep. Or they're the greatest villain and they're the Joker because he has no goal. And it's like, well, what the fuck is
chaos.
This? Well, that doesn't make any sense, you know? So Osmosis, he asks, he goes, how would a white blood cell stop this plan of yours, boss? If, one was going to be able to. Not that they would, but if they could, how would that happen? And he goes, who are you, right? And then right then they go, that ain't no germ. That's a cop. And he goes, well, an officer of Frank's finest. Well, let's just see if you heat up as well. And he goes to kill him. And then right then Drix busts in. He's like, hey, yo, you're all surrounded. Scooby-Doo. He's like still dancing and shit. And then Osmosis throws some punches and he gets out of it, right? And then the germ, right then the little germ that was frozen finally unfreezes. And he's like, ah! And he runs off.
All right.
So Osmosis, he keeps fighting. And the zit is just fucking throbbing and throbbing and throbbing. And then finally, like they look like they're about to get him. And Osmosis takes one of Drix's pills and he fucking like a grenade and throws it. And then Drix is like, no! And he grabs him and he jumps out the window and it blows up, like explodes. And then you see the zit just, and it pops onto Molly Shannon's lip. And then Bill Murray's like, oh, you got something on your lip, right? So it cut back to he's like,
and she doesn't notice.
Huh?
She doesn't notice.
Oh, he goes, you got something on your lip. And then cut back to like Drix and them, right?
Right.
And he's like, Osmosis like, man, you saved my cytoplasm. Thank you, dog. And then and he looks up and it's all blue. like everything's like covered in the ice. He's like, looks like Thrax has left the building. That's right. What's my name? Osmosis. Osmosis. He's like, what's my name? And then the guy's like, Osmosis. He's like, what's my name? Jones. Osmosis Jones. Right? But up dangling is still Thrax.
Right.
Cut back to Molly Shannon. He's like, no, it's on the other side of your lip. And then she's like, and she grabs it. She's like, oh, it's just this huge zit on her lip. And she's like, get out of here. Get out of here. Right? And he's like, I'm sorry. And he runs off like, yeah, I'm sorry. So the mayor is cut back to the office, is now yelling at Osmosis. You popped a pimple without a permit? You know you're not allowed to do that. Yellow tape, bro.
Red tape. Yellow tape is murder.
Oh, yellow tape is murder?
Yeah. Red tape is bureaucracy.
I have been getting that one wrong.
Your entire life? Yeah. You're just murdering sorority girls, like all this red tape, huh?
Just not getting what it means.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
All the red tape when you fucking kill a family in their house.
Yeah.
Like, you mean yellow tape?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, I'm still gonna murder people though.
But I just don't want to deal with the politics. Yeah. So, he's yelling at him. Red tape. He goes, man, people need to think about what's going on in this body and not just your stupid trip to the Buffalo place. And then the mayor goes, you're fired. And he goes, figures. I
love it. He gets fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the mayor.
Yeah,
I do something for Frank, and I just get fired for it. And he turns in his badge and his gun. And Drix tries to stand up for him, and then the mayor's like, hey, sir, do you know what you are? You're just, read what's on your arm. And he reads, he's like, I'm just, you for temporary relief. He goes, that's right, temporarily. Now get out of my goddamn body. And Drix puts his head down and he goes to leave. Cut back to Thrax, and he's just laughing. And the other germs are like, what's so funny, boss? He's like, they're making it too easy. And on the news, they're saying how they're still going to go on the wing trip, and Frank's not that sick, and it's okay.
Right.
Right, and he's just laughing. He goes, also, for the first time ever, a white blood cell caught me, found out, clearly knows everything, and no one even believes him. And he's just laughing to himself. He's like, but now we can get back on schedule. Frank will be dead within 48 hours. And then the other germs are like, come on, boss, I think we should take a break. Things are really hot right now. And he goes, I'm going to make my deadline. Medical books aren't written about losers.
That's some real shit, I think. I'm actually not quite sure if that's some real shit.
Like, yeah, it's real shit, but it's like, I think those are just losers who write those.
Well, actually, I mean, let's, whoa.
What?
Don't.
What? How many of
Don't
those guys?
attack the medical community like that.
How many of those guys have 2,000 yards rushing?
Fair. But that doesn't make them a lot losers.
Name one that has 2,000 yards rushing.
So everyone who doesn't have 2,000 yards rushing is a loser?
Yep.
So Marshall Faulk? That's a loser? Edgerrin James? It's not a lot of winners.
Maybe my goals are a little too high.
Yeah.
Because no one's a winner. My mom, my dad, no one.
No one. Not even Hall of Fame running backs.
Not even my best friend in the league, Darren Bates.
No.
He's not. You don't have 2,000 yards rushing, dog.
No.
So.
I'm assuming you mean in a season.
No, I meant
just in general?
a game.
Oh, in a game. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely no one's a winner.
So he burns everything down, right, and kills the other germs in the thing. He's just setting everything on fire, right? Mm-hmm. So Shane says how back in real life, the daughter tells him, "Dad, I'm not going to the Wings thing." He's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm going hiking and camping with my friends." And she's like, "And I want you to go with me." And she's like, "Oh, honey, I can't with the whoop. It's just I got to go to the wing thing, And she goes, "But you go on the camping thing, and I'll be happy for you, and we'll have fun. We'll hang out later." She's like, "I'm tired of this. It's not fair. I go where you go. I eat what you eat, and maybe if you and Mom took better care of yourselves, she'd still be here." And then he goes, hey, your mom died because she got sick. And she's like, she got sick because of the way you guys eat. And then she storms off, and he just keeps eating like candy and shit.
Jesus.
This movie gets way too
not
real.
Listening to his.
Also, that's the only part where you're like, bro, this guy real.
Yeah.
That guy like real.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, people are dealing with that always. So Jones, he's cleaning out his locker, and he has a pic of his great granddad. He's like, man, you know my great granddad was on the force. He fought the measles. And Drix is like, whoa. What? Like what?
All right.
So they look at each other and he goes, bye, Drips. And he's like, it's Drix. And then he's like, man, whatever. And they laugh and they hug and they leave each other. sad music playing as they leave, right? And he walks home, and the paper, like literally it's in the paper how loser cop gets fired from job.
Hilarious. Yeah.
And then they put Drix on a bus to the bladder so he can peed out.
Right.
And then we see Thrax has now snuck into the brain.
Right. Oh, shit. He's there.
Yeah. And the mayor is having a meeting with all the feelings. And it's exactly Inside Out.
Okay.
Exactly. Courage, fear, like
oh wow.
All of them.
Wow.
Joy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So Osmosis, he goes to the movies all sad by himself, which is just Frank's dreams and memories.
Hilarious.
So Thrax breaks into where they keep the temperature thing, and he kills the scientist and another scientist in there. And he goes, ooh, and he's looking at the central core. And he goes, baby, you are looking fine today. And he fucking makes it all red, and he starts heating up. And then he grabs it inside and pulls out the little like hyperflex ball. And then his temperature starts rising.
Right.
Like he's sleeping, it just starts going up like crazy. So Leah complains to the mayor, something's wrong. He's like, oh, everything's fine. She's like, oh, you just don't care. And then she leaves to go check it out on her own because she's looking at the brain.
Right.
And she gets there and people have been murdered.
Right.
Because you see the bodies also.
Right.
So it's like, this is harsh.
Just terrible organizational management. For the mayor.
Dude, for Frank. Yeah, but he also eats bad.
Yeah, well, he's trying to win the election, and doesn't really care about.
So the mayor's not running the body right.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the people. He just wants to give the people what they want. And that's politics. And that's this episode of Spoil the Beans.
No, we're not done. We're not done. Hold on.
Okay.
So, relax. You gotta go do comedy after this.
I know.
He has to go do stand-up after this.
I know. It's like a big show.
Weird, right?
Right.
Like if he does well, he might like get like a TV show or like some shit, which would be huge.
One of those
So
shows.
do well, bro. We kind of need it. We need some fucking publicity.
Yeah. Well, some of us need it more than others. That's for sure.
No, Spoil the Beans needs it.
Yeah.
That's who needs it more the most.
Yeah.
So that way, neither one of us need anything else.
That's a good point.
Spoil the Beans is popping. You guys keep listening. We fucking love you for it.
Tell your friends.
We'll figure out the other parts, like him getting famous. God damn, that's why we're not famous right there.
Oh, well, I'm sure. That's why we're not famous. Black guy.
Wait, you fly 2 planes into the buildings where they do trade, and you think we're not more famous because I'm black?
No, that was the most famous thing we've done.
I know, you would think Spoil the Beans would be more popular. You would think niggas would want to hear more about what we did.
Say.
But they don't. They're just over it, but now. You know? It's not about mass shootings. Nobody even fucking cares.
No.
You guys are real deal terrorists.
Yeah.
Back when it was planned.
Yeah. Back when we had it. Back when terrorists had integrity.
Oh, we're glad you guys listened to this.
All right.
You done with this now?
Yeah.
You done with this bit?
Yeah, I'm always kind of done with that bit.
Well, because it's racist.
Yeah.
I like how you're all like, oh, I'm done with that part, but the black things are
the black
so
thing is,
fine.
Hey, pedal to the metal, baby.
What's wrong with you? You guys hear how racist he really is? Because I'm doing a bit when I do both those jokes. He's only doing a bit on half of them. The other ones are just his feelings, guys, and his thoughts and his prayers. A lot of those aren't jokes, they're prayers.
I don't pray about black people.
No, you pray the evil things that you say. I don't pray about black people. You're racist. What's wrong with this thing? I don't pray about. Who the fuck limits their prayers to God? Please, no more starving people unless they're black, of course. But that goes without saying because you know me, God, and I don't have to bring this up every night. Is that how you pray?
Oh, God, to be honest, I don't even pray for world hunger. I just sort of pray about myself and my family.
You're a
and
monster.
My friends. That
You're
are
a
black.
monster. So 2 of your friends.
Yeah.
You know what they say about your enemies. Keep them close.
Yeah.
Do a podcast with them.
Yeah. Keep your friends close, but do a podcast with your enemies.
That's so fucking funny. All right. What is this? What is it? Is it done?
Where we were.
Is the movie over?
She sees all dead bodies in the brain. That's where we're at right now.
That is where that's literally what I have on my notes. Dead bodies in the brain. She hits the alarm because, you know, dead bodies in the brain. Yeah. Thrax, he hears it and he hides in the subconscious. And he's in there and it's like all his like weird thoughts and like weird memories and shit.
Yeah.
And it's freaking him the fuck out. But while watching the movies, Osmosis notices that the movies get bright red, and he goes, oh, he's still alive, right? And then he turns around, another guy in the theater goes, hey, buddy, you got the temperature? And the guy checks his watch, and he's like, oh, 90. Actually, it's 100. It's kind of hot out there, which is crazy that that's on the watch, the temperature.
Funny.
So Drix, he's about to get peed out, right? And then, Osmosis is like, hey, get off that boat. Let's go, Drix. Come on. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, you got to go. We got to go. We got to save this guy. That virus is still out there. And then he goes, no, man, I'm done. I got to get out of here. I'm just a temporary relief. I can't be fighting viruses. And he goes, hey, I know sugar pills that have cured cancer because they believed it.
Wow.
Great reference. That's literally a great reference. It's a lot of things going on in that reference.
Yeah. What's it called again?
What? Cancer?
No.
Sugar pills.
No. When you believe something will work.
Power of thought.
I'll think about it later. There's a word for it. Like when people take a pill and they think it works.
Limitless.
No. No. This is wasted on you. I can already tell.
You sure it's not a Bradley Cooper movie?
No, I'm sure. But like if you think it works, it will work. And that's like a thought. It's called the something effect. I forgot.
Placebo effect.
There we go. You did it. You did it. You did it.
Yo, I shocked myself. Holy shit. You said something else. Like, nigga, a placebo?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I know that?
Yeah.
I felt like the Slumdog Millionaire dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I went back to a memory of me getting molested.
Yeah. You're like, placebo.
Yeah. I was molested by a scientist.
Yeah. Who was like, if you just believe you're not molested, are you?
So, God damn, what are we talking about? So Drix goes, you don't know what you're talking about. He leaves, right? He goes, fine, flush your life down the toilet. And Osmosis goes to leave. And when he gets back in his car, Drix is back there and he goes, Drix pops back up and he goes, I knew you were coming back. And he's like, let's go catch a virus, right? And he tears off his little temporary relief label.
Right.
So Bill Murray, he's up now, but he's like, oh man, I feel like I got the flu. And his buddy's giving him a bunch of beer to help. He's like, you need fluid, drink. And he's like, oh no, I don't know. He's like, no, drink all the fluid. That's what you do. They say you need fluids. He's just pounding beer.
Hilarious.
So Thrax grabs Leah and he holds her hostage, right? A bunch of police have him surrounded. And he goes, if you follow me, she dies. And he jumps out the window, right? And you see the city all complaining about the heat. On the school trip, someone is giving Shane big fake eyelashes. And she's like, ooh, girl, you look so pretty. She's like, oh, thank you. And she's like, looking at him. So Bob, the other friend, is going on the trip with Bill Murray. Right. And Bill Murray's fucked up. He's like, oh, kind of swerving. He's fucked up. Osmosis hears that Thrax has Leah hostage. Mm-hmm. He's like, Leah! And he hears that the Thrax, he's headed to the uvula. And then Chris Rock's like, the uvula? What's that? And then Drix is like, it's the dangly thing. And he's like, got it. And he turns the car around. And he goes, not that dangly thing, the one in the throat. And he's like, oh, and he turns the car back.
It's funny.
So Bob, he goes, looks at Frank and goes, the trip is off. We're going to go to the hospital, man. You don't know what's going on. And Frank's like, what? You see Frank kind of pass out, right? So you see the fucking ambulance pull up.
Right.
And they got Bill Murray on the stretcher. And right then the bus passes. And then she goes, that's my dad! Stop the bus! She gets out and runs out. She's like, what happened? What's wrong with my dad? And he's like, it's okay, honey. And then Bob's crying. He's like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine, we'll be okay. And they get in the car, right? They rush him to the emergency room. And the doctors can't figure out what's going on. They just go, he's burning up and he keeps getting hotter. We don't know what's happening, right? And then right then, Thrax is walking through with the Leah girl and he goes, what is that nasty smell? And then Drix comes around the corner and he goes, cherry. Wild cherry, because he's a cherry flavored.
Okay, that's hilarious. Didn't know that.
I know, but
hilarious.
They mentioned it, but it's like a callback. So he's like, "What are you gonna do? Ice me now?" And then Osmosis goes, "No, I will." And he fucking hits him and grabs Leia, right, and they get away. And then Drix shoots him with the ice gun, and it gets his hand that's been making everything on fire.
Right.
So Thrax, he looks and he looks around. He's like, and he slices the window and he's about to jump out, but he notices there's choppers everywhere. Like, we got you surrounded. Put your hands in the air. And he's like, and he reaches in his coat and he throws a bunch of pollen out, right? And it hits the chopper, and then he goes, bye boys, see you at Frank's funeral. And Frank sneezes and he shoots out the mouth.
Ooh.
Right? And then Osmosis looks at Drix and he goes, how's your aim? And he goes, pretty good. And he goes, and then the lady girl's like, what are you doing? And he grabs her and he kisses her. He's like, I'm saving Frank. And he jumps in, like makes himself like water and jumps in his gun, you know? And then fucking Drix shoots him and he fucking hits Thrax, right? And they fall all the way into Shane's, the daughter's eye. Because she's in the room looking at her dad.
Right.
They fall into her eyeball.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're standing on her eyeball, which is crazy because it's like, she doesn't feel it.
Right.
It's just like, what? You sneeze in your eye. You wouldn't even go like, you know? So you just don't know when to quit, do you, Jones? And his hand's still like ice and they start fighting, right? But finally it breaks free and he starts beating him up. And he goes, you want this chain so bad, Jones? Well, I'll let you have it. And he starts choking him with it, right? And then right then she blinks and it knocks him off on top of him. Right? And Jones, he lands on one of the lashes, but he has the chain now. And he notices, he's like, it's a fake eyelash, right? So Thrax jumps on him and he goes, can you feel the heat? He goes, no, you're going to have to watch me kill, he's like, I'm going to kill Frank. And then that little girl, his daughter right here, I'm going to break the record with her and kill her even faster, right? And then he's like, because she's going down. And he punches him. And then he goes, she ain't going down. And then he goes, what do you mean? And then he like tries to pull his hand out and he made it so his stomach like did like this. So they got punched through the fake lash. So now he can't get his hand up. And he goes, it's a fake lash. And he goes, you're going down. And then right then the lash starts falling off the girl's eye.
Yeah.
And he takes off running, right? And he jumps. Last second, he lands like on a real eyelash. And then the shit lands in a little glass full of, it says alcohol. And then he just fucking melts on some Terminator 2 shit. Like with the thumb up.
This must look really weird.
Oh, it looks crazy. It looks fucking crazy when you see it.
Right.
Wait till you see it.
Look really weird.
So they take the little girl out the room, right? And because they're saying that the Frank guy's dying, and they're like, we gotta get this little girl out the room. And Osmosis is yelling, like he's like, Frank, don't you die? And you see Frank, he's just burning from the inside. Right. And then they show a guy like the whole all the city of Frank is just going red and like collapsing.
Right.
And you see a bunch of gentlemen in suits and they go, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure playing with you. And then they start playing the actual song from Titanic.
Hilarious.
As the city of Frank falls to the ground.
Hilarious.
Frank dies. Boo! The daughter runs back in the room. She's like, Daddy, no! I don't blame you for Mom's death. Like, this scene's really fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for Mom's death. You're the greatest dad in the world. I'm sorry. We can go to the Buffalo chicken wing place. Which is like, oh man, this girl, if this did happen, she's going to eat so much food for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Just from the trauma of her two parents.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
She's going to be the most healthy person ever.
Right.
It's a lot's going to go on to this little girl.
Yeah.
But
the last conversation with her dad was rough.
Oh God, she's crying. Osmosis jumps into a tear, and it lands right back in the mouth of Frank. And then they go, look, and he lands, and he wakes up, and he has the chain, And then you hear the doctor outside go, call it, and then he goes, wait, and you hear boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, and they go, he's coming back, and he looks at his daughter, and he's like, your mom says hi, and he falls back down. And she's like, oh. I was like, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, relax.
My God, what's happening? This is awful. I don't like how
your mom says hi. This is like really... Also, you see like Bill Murray can act too, so it's like, what was that called for?
Yeah.
So his body cools down back to 98.6.
Right.
And everyone inside the body's thanking Osmosis. And they are like, they give him his gun and his badge. He's back on the force. And he's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna need a partner though to stick around. And he looks at Drix, and Drix is like, you sure? He's like, if you want to. And Drix is like, all right. And then right then him and Leah, they start kissing, right? And she's like, I'm still jonesing for a little osmosis. And they start making out some more. Back in real life, it's like way later in the future. Bill Murray, he's going on a hike with his daughter. Right. And he's like, and he's dying. He's like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. And then finally at the top, and the daughter's like, oh, I told you it'll be worth it. He's like, whew. Oh, God, I can't believe you made me do that. And the camera pans back, and he drove up there. It was just like the walk from the drive to the
That's funny.
top.
That's funny.
And then she's like, oh, here's a carrot, Dad. Be quiet. And he starts eating a carrot. And the mayor is now down in sanitation, right? And he's not the mayor. He's cleaning up. And he sees a do not push button. He's like, what is this? And he pushes it, and he goes, and he gets sucked out. And then you hear Bill Murray fart. And he goes, out with the old, in with the new, I say. Osmosis Jones. That's how it is.
I love it. Yeah, another fart joke. Dude, this movie is a fever dream. What the fuck?
It's a fever dream?
Yeah, the fuck? It must look so crazy. The end scene must look so crazy.
Oh, dude, when he burns in the alcohol, that shit's wild.
Yeah.
That shit's wild, dog.
Yeah, it's like a weird, like a heavy. It got
weird.
Yeah, it got weird.
It's weird. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
I always liked it, though. I even watching it now, it's fun. It's fast. It's ridiculous.
It's definitely ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. But, I get why it wasn't like a monster hit like the other, animated movies.
Like Inside Out or
things like that.
Not on that level.
It's not on that. It's just not on that level.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It is a fun movie, and I always liked it. And even rewatching it, I was like, this movie's fucking a fever dream. You're right. That's the way to put it.
Yeah.
But I like it, and that guy is AIDS.
He has AIDS.
And he is AIDS.
And that's Osmosis Jones.
He is AIDS.
He is AIDS.
He is AIDS.
We'll see you next week, guys.
AIDS.